I hit the wrong button. Oh no, I've hit the wrong button. Did it finally load? I've hit the wrong button. I finally got it set up. Here we go, guys. Sorry for the delay. We finally got it going, though. That took me a lot longer than I'd like to admit. 7 laps in. Oh, my goodness, we missed the green flag. Where art thou? I am here. So, yeah, we are 7 laps in. Not a ton of movement in the early going. That being said, Ryan Blaney in 7th is one I was actually very curious about. I think he's got a shot to have a good run today. So welcome in, welcome in. Let me know that you guys can hear me. Make sure to post it all up in the chat. All right, Denny Hamlin yes, there we go. You can hear me. Good to know. Good to know. All right, good. So 8 laps in. Looks like we still got some pretty good battling going on. All right, currently showing the battle for fourth. Nemechek, Elliott, and Allmendinger. Allmendinger going to send it down in there on the bottom, but he's going to have to make it stick. Elliott in the middle. Nemechek on top. And they're going to be 3 wide when they exit the corner here. Boy, that ought to be interesting. AJ Allmendinger now taking the 5th spot from Chase Elliott. He'll slide up in front of him, and that'll move Chase Elliott back to 6th and AJ Allmendinger up to 5th. 9 laps in. William Byron still your leader. Kyle Larson 2nd. Bell in 3rd. Jonathan Nemechek. I mean, I've said it for a while. I think he is a guy that has a shot to win today. I thought that car looked really stout, and as the tires wear out, we will find out if he's got a top contending car. So John Hunter and AJ Allmendinger 4th and 5th. Those are 2 surprises. I mean, this is why Homestead's great, though. Homestead can have anybody running anywhere at any time. A lot of good runs kind of come out of nowhere. And, it's good to see. They're both catching Christopher Bell. AJ Allmendinger, that 16 car is good. All right, so AJ Allmendinger talking about trying to run the top line. All right, so going to commercial. First 12 laps in, so I guess not the earliest commercial. We've definitely seen it worse. What do we got going on here? There, now it finally worked. My audio is all messed up. I'm gonna back this out and reset my Hulu app while I'm at it. Audio's been all goofy this morning. Turn off my headset. Turn it back on. There we go. But as we're running, I am seeing Kyle Larson starting to lay down some pretty quick laps. He is catching William Byron for the lead. That is the current battle. And as you can see, points as they run, that cushion is actually fairly big. We got a 12-point cushion between 4th and 5th. Obviously, Joey is locked in. He is good to go. And then we have Elliott, Chastain, Byron in the top 4. But right behind that is Hamlin, Blaney. Bell isn't out of it, and Briscoe's not out of it in terms of points yet. But they're definitely going to have to... Briscoe's going to have to make up some ground. He can't continue to run in the back like he has been. Let's see. I was actually curious. I wanted to see, how is Noah running so far today? 25th? Oh, I didn't adjust this. That's right. I need to adjust this. We want time behind. We want last lap. We want the delta. Last pit stop. Let's see. We want... Yeah, that's what we want. Okay. That's better. All right, so still rolling green. Like I said, half a second is the gap now, but John Hunter has taken third, and AJ Allmendinger went with him. So third and fourth now, AJ and John Hunter. Think about that. Those are two cars that aren't even running for points. Two guys, I should say. Two guys not even running for that spot, and that's where they're at. Bowman would never run 25th at Homestead. I mean, you know, this is lap 8, so we'll see where he ends up after the course of 25 laps. You got to remember, he's never even worked with Greg Ives at this track before. Yeah, I think that'd be a harsh judgment to make just based off of the first 8 laps of a race. Let's see. Who else we got in the back here? Oh, there's Harrison Burton and Austin Cindric. Wow, they are way back there. I thought Eric Jones was going to have a better car today. I'm a little surprised at that. There's Tyler Reddick in 6th. He's starting to move forward. Got past Chase Elliott. So Elliott has fallen to 7th from 3rd. So dropping back a little bit. I'm not overly worried, though, because, you know, this is not an overly great track. I think he'll be able to adjust throughout the race and get a little bit better. And the Hendrick cars are showing decent speed so far. Yeah, Denny is charging. Denny is up to the 15th spot. I think he started even about further back, but Chastain is the guy I'm watching. He's already up to 10th. Oh, man. The clean air is going to be a problem. It's lap 19 on my TV. Lap 19 on mine. Lap 19 on my TV, too, so it's not too late. Can you guys not hear me? Hey, Shock, can you hear me? Can you hear me? You should be able to hear me by now. I didn't mute my mic, did I? Did I? No, it says I'm good. $80 laps in this stage, by the way. So the current fuel counter, I don't believe they should be able to make it all 80 laps. Okay, you can't hear. So okay, so I don't know why they don't think I'm here. I'm here. All right, yeah, now I'm showing lap 20, but yeah, definitely gonna be interested to see how this run progresses because I don't believe they can make it on fuel. So do you stop at 40 or do you run long and see what happens? Because the pace has already fallen off almost 2 full seconds. All right, so here comes Ross Chastain. He is looking low on Ryan Blaney, and he should be able to slide right up into that spot. So Ross Chastain making a huge charge from the back. He's already up to the 9th position. Great speed for the one car. Multiple TVs at work? Oh, it's multiple TV time right now because obviously we got some NFL football going on. Oddly enough, the Buccaneers are getting shut out by the Panthers so far in the 3rd quarter. I'm really surprised at how bad the Buccaneers have been playing. All right, so 23 laps in. Like I said, we do still have a decent amount of time left in the stage, but I'm very curious as I'm watching here to see kind of where do these guys all stack up at the end of this run, because I thought the tires, as they wore out, would make a bigger difference. but it doesn't appear to. These guys really still run very similar lap times, and so I'm very curious to see just how exactly they run throughout the course of the end of this stage. All right, so they're showing it right now because John Hunter is in third, but getting pressure from Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick is starting to get ready to make a move for that third spot. Let's see. I have migraine today, so called off. Oh, I know how that feels, man. Let's see here. Reddick is bad fast, but he's getting close to third. Oh, actually, looks like he's about to get it. He's going to slide job it. Ooh, tight slide job. All right, there he goes. So it'll be Reddick now moving up into third. Ryan Blaney lost a spot. That's big on the points because Ryan Blaney needs those stage points when he can get them. So right now, it is Byron and Larson out front by well over 5 seconds to Tyler Reddick. So very interesting to see. And they're watching with the onboard of John Hunter. John Hunter Nemechek, top running Toyota. Well done. Gotta go. Have a good one there, Clyde. Hope you can enjoy the race later today. Looks like Logano and Blaney or not Logano, sorry, Keselowski and Blaney are still battling a little bit. Chase Briscoe appears to be very far off for where he was hoping to probably be, speed-wise, because I don't even see him in the top 18. So we'll see here what we got. Another commercial break, unfortunately. Not surprising, just not thrilled about it. Holy cow! Most of the games are already late in the third quarter, and the Packers and Commanders just got to halftime. Wow. Woof. That's rough. All right, William Byron has now been passed, it looks like, by Kyle Larson. So take Kyle Larson and put him up to the lead. Unfortunately, not in this round. If he was in this round, we'd obviously have an expectation he might go out and win this thing. So, unfortunately, this big run at Homestead for Larson may not make too big a difference for him. But Ross Chastain has moved up to the 9th spot. Joey Logano in 8th. Chase Elliott fallen from starting at the front to 7th. Christopher Bell in 6th. And then we got Tyler Reddick 3rd. William Byron 2nd. Kyle Larson in the lead. Points as they run. This does not count stage points. It's just points as they run for finishing position. Show that the gap on the point line would be 17 for Chase. It would be 18 for Ross. And it would be 5 for William Byron. Yeah, too bad we didn't get to see the pass for the lead because of the commercials. That would have been nice. Just use side by side. Yeah, one would think they could just go to side by side, but instead they have to completely waste our opportunity to get to see it. Oh, we got a caution. What is our caution for? Oh, it's John Hunter. John Hunter is our caution. Oh, no. John Hunter has an issue. I can't tell why, but John Hunter has fallen to the tail of the lead lap, which tells me he was involved in some way, shape, or form. Trying to see, was there anyone else involved in that? Does not appear so. Looks like it was just a single car incident. Obviously, we would have loved to have seen that because that's kind of a big deal for how well that 45 was running. Yeah, but that's our first yellow flag of the day. 30 laps in. I assume everyone will pit here to make it to the end of the stage. They can make it from here. So I assume we'll see everybody on pit road for 4 tires and fuel, and then we will see on the restart some very aggressive racing because if you can get if you can get track position and get it to shake out for you, then we'll be good. But yeah, it's probably he spun. I can't tell. It doesn't look like he's losing laps, so it might just be a single car spin with no contact. Obviously, again, we would love to see what happened, but unfortunately we can't yet. Okay, looks like he's driving it back, so it's not too bad. Spun off turn 2, they say. He was up on the wall when the spin occurred, Oh, yeah, just got loose, exiting the corner and came around on him. He locks him down pretty good. Doesn't... he backed it into the wall. Little hit to the back bumper, but... Yeah, that is a back bumper hit. So if he had his helmet back against the seat, he might be fine. But that's a very similar look. Also, we missed the lead change. We missed everything. 5 just had a big run down the backstretch and decided to go full send. He just sent it down to the bottom. And, he didn't slide job it either. He hooked it. He hooked the bottom pretty good and just came up in front. And, yeah, William could have probably crossed him over if he wanted to. But, yeah. So we're going to get ready for pit stops here. Looks like it'll be Larson. And I'm guessing everyone will pit. Like I said, cars have lost about 2 seconds of pace on their tires. So you definitely don't want to be stuck out on that track because you will not survive very long. They will blow by you. So... yes, we're going to be seeing I assume everyone will get 4 tires and fuel. There's really no strategy to be played today. I love that Kubota car. That looks really good. I like that Ross Chastain Kubota car. Didn't look as hard. No, as I said, it didn't bend the back of the car at all, which it normally would have at least done a little something to it. So, but that's just the way this car is built. All right, here they come. 4 tires and fuel for everybody. It looks like Ross Chastain is done with the lefts. They're already over, or the rights. He's on to the lefts. Christopher Bell in as well. They're showing 10-second flat stop for Ross Chastain. Really solid work by the pit crew there. 9.9 for Christopher Bell as he pulls out. He will actually be well ahead of Ross Chastain. Elliott pulls out. He actually has a pretty good stop as well. Actually, looks like he'll lose 1 spot to Ross Chastain. Or no, is that Christopher Bell? I don't know if he lost a spot, though. Who lost? Oh, Allmendinger, big loser with Logano on pit road. They fell back to 8th and 9th. So it's going to be Byron Larson off pit road. And then it's going to be, I believe, we're still waiting to see. I think it was Reddick, Bell, Elliott, and then Keselowski. So when we get back to green, we'll have our top 5 there being, like I said, it'll be Byron, Larson, Reddick, Elliott, Reddick, Bell, Elliott. Obviously, we're going to have new tires on John Hunter, but he'll be at the rear of the field, so we'll have to see how he can run forward. Be a very interesting part to watch, see if he can make up ground or if track position is as key as it sounds. Working on a research paper, listening to you, and watching the race. Heck yeah. Not to the research paper, but to the race part. Everyone wants to watch a race. That's the important part. We don't want to miss the race. Oh, F1 is about to start, so we'll see if that's how big that is. I'm a little concerned. F1 being commercial free, it's very easy to flip over to a different game and then all of a sudden look back and be like, whoop, that's a... oh my goodness. Where's my scoring? There he is. All right, as they go, Browns currently trailing the Ravens. We got Buccaneers losing 14-0. 14-0 to the Panthers. The Bucs are just not very good right now. Bengals are pretty much slapping it on the Falcons. It's 35-17. Cowboys lead the Lions 10-6. Jaguars lead the Giants 17-13, and Commanders trail the Packers 14-10. Titans up over the Colts 13-7. We'll be getting ready for the restart here. So, like I said, now that we got our running order should be almost flushed correctly, we will have to move John Hunter out of that 3rd spot. He'll drop back. But it'll be Byron, Larson, Reddick, Bell, Elliott in the top 5. Then it'll be Then it'll be Keselowski, Chastain, Blaney, Allmendinger, and Logano into the top 10. Ty Gibbs running 11th, so a solid start to the day so far. Dillon 12th, 13th is Suarez, 14th Martin Truex Jr., 15th is going to be Eric Almirola, 16th Justin Haley, 17th Chase Briscoe, 18th Denny Hamlin, so not a good stop for those guys. 19th will be Chris Buescher, 20th Kyle Busch, 21st Michael McDowell, 22nd Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 23rd Kevin Harvick, 24th Eric Jones, 25th Corey LaJoie, 26th Ty Dillon, 27th Landon Castle, 28th will be Austin Cindric, 29th Cole Custer, and 30th will be Harrison Burton. 31st will be Todd Gillen, 32nd Noah Gragson. I don't know if they made a lot of adjustments or came back in a second time, but he is way back there now. And 32nd. 33rd Cody Ware, 34th JJ Ailey, and 35th will be, I believe, John Hunter, and then BJ McLeod rounds out our top. Well, not top. He rounds out the field. No, don't get me wrong. I think F1 is definitely not as good a racing product at F1, but it's a pure racing series. I mean, F1 doesn't do gimmicks. So that's something that it's real. I mean, race fans don't like gimmicks. Ask the local short track guys what they think of NASCAR. It's not good. So that's something that, with NASCAR trying to promote wrecks and stupid stuff, that's not something a lot of true race fans really like. NASCAR has kind of really hurt their image amongst those fans, and they really need to help rebuild it. It's kind of like those who only like college football but despise the NFL. There's not many of them because the game is pretty similar. Looks like we got some kayakers out there in the little lake, getting stuck in the weeds. Those poor people on the little trike, they're stuck. All right, coming to the restart zone. Green, Byron, and Reddick up top. Larson, Bell on the bottom. Not a great launch for Kyle Larson. He's side by side already with Reddick here. So looks like as they come through the corner and coming off, Larson will get clear. So 1, 2, 3, 4 line up as Byron, Larson, Reddick, Elliott. Falling back is Christopher Bell. He is currently split in the middle, and he is losing ground quickly. He's all the way back into 6th, and now he's getting 3 wide shuffled again. Chastain is going by. Keselowski goes by. Allmendinger goes by. Now Blaney's alongside. Christopher Bell has got to stop the bleeding here. This is a problem. He has got to get his car back in there because he is all the way back into 9th position now. Side by side with Ryan Blaney and A.J. Allmendinger just outside or just at the end of the top 10. AJ with a huge move to the bottom. He's going to sail it in low. He's going 3 wide with Keselowski on the outside, and higher than that is Ross Chastain. And that 16's going to stick. He's going to slide it up out of the corner and put AJ Allmendinger into the top 5. What a power move from that 16 car. Larson has a good run on Byron. He's going to do a slide job here in turn 1. No, maybe not. We'll see. Looks like he'll get there. He's going to be able to ring it around the top and get there in time. So Larson goes to the top 5 along with, or sorry, not to the top 5. Larson to the lead. Byron now alongside, behind him. I can't speak. What's wrong with me? And then we have Reddick looking low on the 3rd spot and Elliott in 4th. All of them within a second of the lead still, so not spread out too far yet. AJ Allmendinger's coming. He is not satisfied with 5th. He's going to come looking for 4th. All right, so looking at them as they run, Denny Hamlin's starting to move forward again, but definitely lost some spots on pit road there, so they're definitely going to have to get that execution improved by the end of this race. But right now we got Hendrick cars 1, 2, 4, and 29. Stream never updated for you. Okay. Yeah, I've been here for a while, man. That sucks. I wish I could have told you to refresh. I didn't know what was going on. All right, Blaney has now made the move across the nose of Chastain. Moved Blaney to 7th, Chastain to 8th, Christopher Bell 9th, and Truex now has cracked the top 10. As we looking at the battle now for 5th, it's going to be A.J. Allmendinger looking along the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to be feeding it around there with Elliott up high. Not quite going to get there as they hit the backstretch. That 16 car is good. So the 9 has improved from last week. He's running in the top 5, which is a big deal because, I mean, like I said, we still have 39 laps to go in the stage. Stage points are everything, and he's currently running 4th. Now, it does look like A.J. Allmendinger is on the attack up and right behind him, so we'll see if he can hold that spot. But right now, top 5, all within a second going down the backstretch, so all very close together. So a lot of guys running their fastest laps here. As I said, top 5 all trying to figure out which lanes to run. Looks like they're kind of running off the wall in turn 1 and 2. Turns 1 and 2, they're running, lane 1, lane 2, lane 4. Elliott's up in lane 5, and Allmendinger's down in lane 2. As they head down the backstretch, Allmendinger is alongside, so Allmendinger going to go for 4th. Allmendinger with a decent run through the corner, but is he clear? Not quite, and he's going to lose that spot going down the straightaway. And right now, Larson's starting to check out, about a half a second out front. And we've got Byron and Reddick battling for 2nd. Elliott and Allmendinger battling for 3rd. So right now, it looks like they're running low in 1 and 2, high in 3 and 4. Right now, what the drivers are trying to do is basically not run around the car in front of them. Unfortunately, with the arrow push, they can't really run right up behind the car to get close. So now they're able to still put on some decent racing, but definitely still something that this car is going to need to improve on. All right, Christopher Bell now under attack from Joey Logano for the 10th position. And that is a side-by-side battle down the backstretch. Truex has moved up to 8th, Chastain in 9th. And right now it looks like Bell is going to lose the 10th spot to Joey Logano. Maybe not. They sail it down in there deep. And it looks like he's not going to be able to hold that spot. So, yes, move Joey Logano past Christopher Bell for the 10th spot. All right, so Larson out front by 1.2 seconds, but Reddick is now chasing. So now Reddick has found his way to the top 5. Meanwhile, taking a look at Denny Hamlin, still struggling. He's back in 18th. He's made up some ground since that cycle of pit stops, but in terms of stage points, he is definitely still quite a ways to go if he wants to get any points in this stage. So right now, as the playoff guys run, we've got Byron in 3rd, Elliott in 5th, Blaney in 7th, and Chastain in 10th. Bell in 11th, Hamlin in 19th, and Briscoe in 20th. Now, that being said, I'm not counting Joey Logano. He's locked in, so his points are irrelevant in terms of what he scores for stage points. So I'm leaving him off that list. Shout out to Brad Keselowski running in the 6th spot. Good run for that 6 car. And then we also have to look, we've got Justin Haley running in the 13th spot. Colleague showing up with some good speed this weekend. Oh, not another commercial. Dang it. Touchdown, Commanders. The Commanders now lead the Packers 17-14. As we currently sit, any other score updates? Ravens have added a field goal. They're now up 23-13. And the Titans also added a field goal, 16-7 now. All right, looking at our scoring monitor up above, Kyle Larson running 34.2s. Nobody's even close to that lap time, so Kyle Larson really making that top lane work the way he wants it to. Guys in the top 5 that are really looking, or I shouldn't say slow, but need a little bit more improvement. That 9 car is only running 35 flats. 2 cars behind him are both running faster than that. We'll see. It might just be one bad lap, but got to keep your car rolling on good speed if you want to hold it for the next 30-some laps. A.J. Allmendinger running 34.6s. He's got a good car today. Very solid car for that colleague, number 16. All right, how did Gregson recover? He Still back in 28th position, so still some work to do for Noah on that 48 car. It's the Redskins. It's what it was. South Park had a good show for that one. All right, still green. How many laps we got to go in the stage? 30 to go in the stage as they currently run. Let's see. Fastest car on the track. Still looks like Larson out front. Everybody's running within 0.2 of a second of each other, though. This car, there's not a lot of lap time wiggle room. Everybody's running really similar lap times as they go around right now. All right. I might have to go get a Mountain Dew at stage break. Yeah, South Park is fantastic. Pittsburgh and Miami on Sunday Night Football. Kind of interesting that they get the race and Sunday Night Football in the same city. I like it, though. I think they should do it for Phoenix, too. They should try to get the Cardinals to be at the same night as the races there. You know, partner your sports up together if you're really wanting to get good ratings on them. Alrighty. So as they run, Kyle Larson's still putting down pretty darn quick laps. Doesn't look like anyone's really going to be able to catch him at the moment. Guys that look like they got some good speed and are moving forward at the moment. Looks like Martin Truex has a pretty good car, so definitely keep your eye out on him to see where he ends up. Obviously, Denny Hamlin's still running some pretty good laps for as far back as he is, especially. But the problem is I don't know if he's going to have the time, at least when it comes to the stage points. I think he'll be able to get and have a good finish, good day yet, but these first stage points are going to be a bit of a struggle at the moment. Austin Dillon has now moved into the top 10. He gets his way around Christopher Bell. So that's kind of a unfortunate news for that number what car? 20 car. I don't feel like Bell should not be in the playoffs right now. He kind of only snuck in with his win at the Roval, which was due to a sign. So that being said, I think he's been good all year. But let's be real. If you're trying to figure out who your 4 best guys are, your top 5 guys this year were Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, Martin Truex Jr., Ryan Blaney, and Kyle Larson. Those are your top 5. Chastain was 6th in points, so he'd be close to that. But that was kind of your top 6 guys. Everybody else was a step down. But NASCAR wants playoffs, and I guess playoffs they will get. All right, so Hamlin has decided it's time to go to the fence. I think 2 guys are going to get it on points. I don't think we're going to have a playoff winner today. I think it's a battle between Larson and Reddick today. I don't know that the speed is there for anyone else at the moment. Martin Truex Jr. has moved his way up to 6th, and he has got a fast race car. Keep an eye out for Martin Truex. He's coming forward. Another, by the way, non-playoff guy coming forward. Telling you, these non-playoff guys are coming. $25 to go in the stage. Ugh, we're shifting at Homestead? Gross. I don't want to see shifting at these tracks. I don't think it makes better racing, personally. All right, yeah, taking a look at it, Martin Truex is coming. He's got a good car. Looking at his speeds right now, he's going to probably catch and get by Elliott here soon to get into the top 5. So, telling you, that Truex car is good. And Truex doesn't even have a win here yet this season. Neither does Blaney. Neither does Allmendinger. There's 3 guys in the top 10 that don't have wins yet. Actually, Blaney does. Yeah, so it's Blaney doesn't have a win. Keselowski doesn't have a win. Truex doesn't have a win. Allmendinger doesn't have a win. There's 4 guys in the top 10 that haven't won yet. Our 20 different winners may happen. All right, battle for 10th is starting to shape up between Bell and Blaney, with Justin Haley starting to look on from behind. So Justin Haley up to the 12th spot and running some good laps. Whoa, big wiggle for Tyler Reddick. All right, so 22 laps to go. Looking at how they are on fuel, this is the longest they've run, about 30 laps. Not quite there yet. So they went 30 laps on the first set of tires. This one they are going to have to go 50. So as they hit 20 to go, that's equaling what they saw before. And then after that, every other lap is new as far as how much time. So Martin Truex has made the pass on Chase Elliott. He will slide into that to that 5th spot, and he'll start moving forward. Because like I said, that 19 car has got some speed in it today. Austin Dillon's starting to move forward as well. He's up to the 7th spot. We've got some good cars moving forward, and like I said, not a lot of them are in the playoffs at the moment. Oh, wow. Kyle Larson's already off into turn 1, and they're only coming off the corner. My goodness, he is blowing this field away. I wonder how lap traffic's going to work, though, because if lap traffic is in that lane, it'll be very interesting to see. 35 flat. Okay, so Noah's got a good car. He just got to start working traffic. Looks like he's got decent speed. 20 laps to go. Let's see what we got going forward. Like I said, this is where we start to find out, as the run gets longer, who's got the best long run car. Now that we've hit lap 30, like I said, the guys I'm looking at, Truex, Dillon, those guys are moving forward. Kyle Larson is continuing to just absolutely blister the field. I mean, he's clearing out by half a second a lap right now. Kyle Larson is if traffic is not a factor, he could lap the field if we didn't have cautions. So he is absolutely rip riding that top lane. Absolutely crazy speed out of that car. I mean, he's running 34.7s. Everyone else is in the 35-second bracket entirely, except for Martin Truex. Like I said, Truex has some solid speed. As we go back to another commercial. But like I said, I'm watching Larson. He is absolutely driving away at this point. All right, trying to keep an eye on our top 5. Looks like Byron might be catching Tyler Reddick for second. Tyler with that slide may have hurt his rear tires. We'll see if that's a factor or not, or if it just doesn't hold on the longer run. Christopher Bell's car has also started to fall off. He's back to the 13th spot. So these long runs are starting to allow a lot of comers and goers. Like I said, the cars we're starting to see come forward. We're starting to see Austin Dillon start moving forward. We're starting to see Martin Truex come forward. You know, Denny Hamlin's up to 15th, still got some room to go, but he's got Chastain and Bell right in front of him. So very interesting to see kind of what the balance of these cars is. It's not as easy to pass as it is in the Xfinity Series, but definitely still very interesting. We got Harvick, yeah, he's running 16th. Stenhouse in 17th. Just checking our current lap times. Looks like Hamlin's got the best speed of anybody in front of him up to Blaney. So Hamlin is catching and running faster than the guys in front of him. He should be able to, if he can pass, make his way up to about 10th. But with the amount of laps left, I mean, we're down to 14 laps to go in the stage. So I don't think he's going to get there. I mean, I'd be surprised if he's able to catch him. All right, looking at those lap times again. 35.3 to a 35.1. Larson must be lapping somebody that lap. So about 35.1 is the lap times of the faster cars, which are all running in the top 10 for the most part. Noah's up to 24th. Like I said, he is starting to make that ground up. I thought he was going to have a decent long run car, and it looks pretty darn good. Question is, how does he handle it? I'd love to have an onboard for him. Isn't there somewhere? Is there somewhere I can look at that? I have to somebody let me know. I can't remember. I thought there was a spot you could watch the onboards, but maybe that was just something they had as a potential option. Panthers up 21-3 on the Buccaneers with 9 minutes to go in the game. I think the Buccaneers are about to lose to the Panthers, guys. Wow, that's interesting. Commanders trying to score late in the third quarter. Oh my God, it's only the third quarter. NASCAR app. Is it really? You can watch through the NASCAR app? Oh, very nice. Watch his car. That's fantastic. Okay, I'm going to watch that. I'm going to mute that quick, though. All right, trying to watch right now. Looks like Chastain and Bell are battling for 13th. I'm not sure if that's really going to help them all that much, but I think Hamlin should be closing in on that battle. Yep, there's Hamlin closing in. All right, so Noah's trying to run down low. It looks like he's trying to make some passes, but at the moment he's having a little bit of trouble getting a good run on him. All right, 12 to go in the stage. Looking at it right now, like I said, Truex has a good car, but it's Larson, guys. It is a Larson race. He is flying. He has lapped only 3 cars, so we still got a lot of cars in the lead lap here. All right, looking at 10 to go in the stage. Larson with an 8.7 second lead. 8.7. He is absolutely flying. Without stage cautions, I don't know if anyone has a shot. He may run away and dominate this thing. Looking at the pace, too. The pace has now fallen off almost 3 full seconds. So, kind of interesting that there's that much lap time to be gained on the fresh tires. I'm not sure if that really makes a huge effect until you get into long green flag runs with pit stop cycles. But at the moment, that definitely is something to note as far as making sure that you can save some tires. All right, Christopher Bell now losing a spot to Kevin Harvick. So Christopher Bell is falling back. That car has got to get a little bit better here because it is not holding on well on this long run. Oh, I love this. I can watch Noah, and it's in good quality, too. This is some good quality visual. Nice! That's awesome. Yeah, he's running high and low. It doesn't look like it's a mix, so just like to see where he was running because I was curious. All right, looking at it right now, 8 to go in the stage. Kyle Larson literally out front by 9 seconds. I mean, he's running away. Nobody's left. Martin Truex Jr. up to 4th, though. He got past A.J. Allmendinger and is closing in on William Byron. So do not count Martin Truex out today, guys. He has got a car to fend with, and so it's definitely worth watching because as good as Larson is, he's one hit away from he's one wall slide away from getting himself in a lot of trouble. Larson's going to try the bottom to make the pass on the 77. Did he get by him? He didn't. So even if you're the leader, you can't make passes on the bottom. So that's very interesting, noting that for later. Wow. Oh, Corey LaJoie has hit the wall. Not badly. Looks like he just got a little scrape, but he's going to lose a couple spots. That happened literally just right behind Noah. He is in a cluster of cars back there. Looks like just a little scrape. I don't think the toe's off. It looks like he's still got good speed, so no huge issue right now for the 7. Looks like he'll be fine, so definitely encouraging to see that. 6 to go. Looks like coming out of the corner just a little loose and just a tiny little tap. Not too bad. Larson's, oh wow, that is a lot of traffic Larson's coming up on. Holy cow. That is a boatload of traffic. All right, Byron now looking to try and get that spot back from Reddick. They are still 9.2 seconds behind. Little wiggle. Ooh, that's tight. He wants that point. And he's going to try and maybe pull the slider here. He goes to the bottom. Going to let it unwind, slide up the hill, and he will slide up in front of Reddick. Reddick's going to try and cross him over, all while Martin Truex closes in. Little by little, here comes Truex. Oh, and he's going to yield. Reddick yields as they head into 3 because I think he knew that Martin Truex was coming on the top, and if he didn't make that move successfully, he was going to lose the spot. He's probably going to lose it anyway because here comes Martin Truex. He is just went right by. Holy cow. Reddick might have run his tires a little too hard. I think he ran himself out of right rear tire. We'll see. But I think he may have chopped off his right rear tire and he may have run it too hard and run it out of tread. 4 to go. He's just got to be able to limp it back. He's got plenty of time. Meanwhile, here goes Truex looking at William Byron. He's gonna be able to side draft him and slide it if he wants to. So side by side down the front stretch for second. This all taking place 10 seconds behind the leader. 10 full seconds. So Truex gonna send it down on the bottom. He's gonna there's a lap car in the way. And the 15 was just straight up in the way there. He's gonna be able to side draft? No, he'll have to slide back in line. 3 to go. All this battling still taking place, like I said, 10 seconds behind our leader. And he's still running really good lap times. I mean, I say that, but he's in a lot of traffic, so it's hard to say for sure. All right, down the front stretch and into 1. It'll be the last lap of the stage. No, 2 to go in the stage still. So 2 more laps in the stage. Currently, we've got a good battle for 5th. Allmendinger, Elliott, and Dillon all kind of running with each other for that spot. Looks like Dillon's going to try and make the slide, and he will go and get past. Looks like Keselowski going to get past. Oh, man, those are 2 big points. I don't think Elliott wanted to lose those. A lot of cars really in that tight bundle from Allmendinger on back. All right, 1 to go in the stage. Truex going to run the wall. Byron's going to let it run around the bottom. Be very interesting to see. Is Larson going to try and pull the lap on Cole Custer? No, he's just going to run along the bottom, so. Larson does lap Cole Custer. Oh, still waiting on everyone else to get back around. Look at that battle. Oh, Blaney and Elliott. Oh, man, that was close. Blaney was trying to tool a slider. He didn't quite have the room. That was tight. So Elliott pulls 8th, Blaney 9th on the end of the stage there. But, man, that was a little cluster battle from Allmendinger on back. That was tight. Larson now out in front, though, by a boatload. Where was Gregson up 23rd? Good run. Got past Gibbs there late in the run, so... as they improve on that car, I'm interested. This is the type of track suits him well. Be very interesting to see how he runs today. All right, so the caution is out. Cole Custer is going to get the free pass. He was running in the, 30th position. Ooh, Eric Jones, tough day. I thought Eric Jones was going to have a shot with Dave Ellens, but... Noah Gregson 23rd. Like I said, that is surprising. I thought he was going to run faster than that, but maybe track position will help later. We'll see. All right, so as we get brought around, we'll be getting ready for Stage 1 pit stops. Our top 10 point scorers: Kyle Larson, William Byron, Martin Truex Jr., Tyler Reddick, Austin Dillon up into the top 5. AJ Allmendinger in 6th, Keselowski 7th, Elliott 8th, Blaney 9th, and Logano 10th. So big points. 2 points for Blaney, 3 points for Elliott, and William Byron snags 9 points at the end of the stage there. So those are really big for helping on that playoff run. Big loser on that one, Ross Chastain. No stage points. Ended up finishing in 14th. All right, still in a commercial. Getting ready to come back here. All right, getting ready to go to pit stops here. Still not quite there yet. All right, coming to pit road. Here they all come. And we'll do an NFL score update here just after pit stop. So, coming into pit road, we are getting ready to see. Looks like they're going to follow our championship our championship contenders on the pit stop. So, coming in, Blaney will be the first one to hit his pit box. 4 tires and fuel. Looks pretty good on the right side so far. No big issues yet. Looks like a pretty smooth stop. Elliott now in. Larson also in. So, they're getting their tires and fuel. Pretty solid stop so far. Blaney going to run with a 10.3 stop on that. Good stop for him. Elliott, 10.4. He'll get pulled out of pit road here as well. Larson is away. He's good and golden. And Byron will come out second. So it'll be Larson, Byron, Truex, Keselowski, Dillon, and Elliott. Elliott will gain 2 spots, while Allmendinger loses 2 spots. So Keselowski crew, biggest mover with a +3. Also, Denny Hamlin +3 on the pits. And we had a couple of guys who lost somebody lost some big points, because a lot of movers upward, and I didn't see the downward ones. So somebody, I don't think I saw Reddick up there. I think Reddick lost a lot of spots. So we'll see when they get cycled back around here. But I believe Reddick has lost a lot of spots on pit road there. All right, NFL score update. The Browns are within 3, and they are holding the ball with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, 23-20. But the Browns have the ball, and field goal to tie, touchdown to win. Panthers up 21-3 on the Panthers. Sorry, Carolina Panthers up 21-3 on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I did say that right. 21-3. That whole division looks like garbage right now. But 21-3, and the Panthers have the ball, 3rd and 8, and they're running clock down. Only 2 minutes to go in the game. Bengals up 35-17 late in the fourth. That one's probably over. Let's go to some more games here and see where we are sitting. There we go. What are we looking at? That's last week's. I want this week's. There we go. This week. Cowboys up 17-6 over the Lions with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Jaguars hold the ball over the Giants with plenty of time to go in the fourth quarter there, though. Also, the Packers 3rd and 10 at Washington's 46. They're trailing 20-14. And the Titans lead the Colts 19-10. So, surprising game right now is that the Panthers Buccaneers. I am shocked to see that Panthers team beating them so badly, but we will see how that moves forward. Tyler Reddick came out 11th. He came into the pits in 4th, came out 11th. So, big loser on that set of pit stops. All right. I love the fact that NASCAR app's letting me just watch the camera of these cars. That's fantastic. Quantum Leap. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not even going to watch it. All right, getting lined up here to go this time by. We'll see who's lining up in which lane. Kind of got to wait and see here now they've hit the choose cone. Ooh, 2024 Mustang looks pretty nice. Four-cylinder Mustang? Ew. Don't get me wrong. Four-cylinder works great on mileage, but this is a Mustang, dude. Four-cylinder? Oh, no. Imagine buying a car and then having to say, oh, yeah, it's a four-cylinder. 21st. Gregson came out 21st, so interested to see how he'll do. All right, so still waiting to line up. Apparently they didn't line up last time by. Not really sure why. Fernando Alonso just went flying. Well, that's interesting. Fernando Alonso just went flying. I'm trying to see if anyone's posted it yet. Nobody's shown it yet, so I'm very interested to see that one. I'm still looking. I'll try to find that thing. Are they going yet? My gosh. I don't mind the look of the Mustang. I just think a four-cylinder option is an interesting selling point. Those have, like, no power. I drive a four-cylinder, but it's not because it has power. I drive it for efficiency. I do like that 3-car. I like the paint scheme on there. Very interesting decision. Dylan took the bottom and Elliott took the top. I think the top lane was the better lane most of the time. We'll see. Coming back to the green flag. And looks like the bottom lane, we got some aggressive moves going. Blaney going to try and stuff it in there low. Dylan going to have to back out of that one. We got a tight battle coming out of turn 2. All right, looks like still side-by-side for the lead. Larson and Byron side-by-side for third as well. Truex and Keselowski. So right now they are 1 and 2 on the bottom. It looks like Larson's going to try and clear. Meanwhile, the battle for third, fourth, and fifth is currently heating up. Meanwhile, Blaney has done a great job getting himself up into the 6th spot. Ooh, Ross Chastain tried to pull a big slider. Did not have the room for it. He about got into AJ Allmendinger. I don't think AJ's too thrilled about that one. Big move for Christopher Bell. So good short run car, it looks like, for the one, but he has not been very good at holding on. All right, looks like the 16 is going to cross him over. Holy cow, we got some big bumps and hits going back here. These guys are not taking it easy on each other. All right, the 16 will get by. He'll slide up in front of the 1, and the 16 will move into the 7th spot. Holy cow, look at this battling. I'm telling you, these restarts might just be crazy here. All right, currently top 4 as they run: Larson, Byron, Truex, and Elliott. Then it's Blaney, Keselowski, Chastain, Allmendinger, Dillon, and Logano. All right, AJ with a strong side draft on the 1. He will get back to him, and he's going to send it in on the bottom. Oh, I love this. AJ and Ross put on a good show, man. Ooh, we got, yeah, looks like he must have caught the wheel there. All right, so it looks like Blaney has made the move for 4th. He now gets by and is into the 4th spot. That puts Chase Elliott back to 5th. Tyler Reddick has not made a great recovery so far, still running outside the top 10. So bad pit stop, and it does not look like he's going to be able to make his way through traffic quickly. Going to have to get up on that wall as soon as the tires wear out a little bit. 85 laps in this stage, so we are expecting probably green flag stops around lap 40. The question is, if the caution comes out earlier, obviously you guys have the option to come get tires. All right, so looking at now, 14 laps into the stage. Gonna take a quick update here. Let's see, Gregson shook out in 24th, better than last time. So we'll see what happens as the run progresses. But Kyle Larson is driving away. He's got a 0.2 of a second lead, but Byron is not able to get by. So once his tires start coming in. Interesting. So they're talking to Chase about Chase Elliott and Alan Gustafson. Gustafson was talking about Chase not able to get the feel he's looking for out of the race car since they switched the tire combinations. And so, yeah, they're just trying to basically get that feel. He talked about Jeff Gordon having the same issue from 2014 to 2015 when the tires changed. And, you have to kind of get a good feel for what you want, and then you can adjust on it a little better. All right, so looking at it now, still our same top 5, no big movement there. Looks like Allmendinger has fallen to 10th behind Logano currently. Hamlin's not happy, but that's because Hamlin's all the way back in 15th spot. Came out 11th and got basically just, run all over on the restart. Nobody ran him dirty, just got, passed a few times, and now he's running in 15th and can't pass anyone, so... Looks like Truex has migrated up to the wall, so Truex is running that wall lane, getting a big run here on Byron. As Larson starts to check out. Now is when you're starting to see that Larson car make that speed difference look a lot bigger than it was before. All right, Truex now has a move on William Byron. He's going to look to the low side. Here comes Truex, just hanging right on the side of William Byron. still right there. Going to side draft him down the front stretch. And Truex going to send it down on the bottom. And it looks like this time, this time Byron's going to let it go. He's not going to try and push that envelope any further. So Truex moves into the second spot. Now we're going to see, because Truex had probably the best car on that last run outside of Larson, but he was in traffic. So now that he's got clean air coming to the leader, we'll have to see how big Larson's lead gets this time by, because I think the car that's going to challenge him is sitting right in second now. 19 laps in, so we haven't even gotten to the 30, 40 lap mark where we might start seeing some strategy. Looking at the long run speeds on cars. One guy I'm looking at back in the field a little ways, Denny Hamlin, still running pretty decent speeds. So is Daniel Suarez. So we'll see if those guys can move forward. But it does seem to be really hard to pass. So, all right, back to commercial we go, I guess. Yep, Alonso did have tire contact here. Looks like that's what sent him flying. Holy cow. I'll have to go back and look at some of that. But hey, all I can say is I'm a NASCAR guy, so I'm not watching the rest of that. Full screen commercial while the flag is green again. Yeah, not a fan of that. Not a big fan. All right, so now I got that camera back up. Hey, welcome in first. Under commercial currently, so I don't have a ton to show. Looking at the leaderboard, though, Chastain and Keselowski appear to be playing slide jobs with each other at the moment. They've been crossing back and forth on the scoring monitor a few times, so definitely trying to keep an eye on that one. Also, yes, I did get a picture of that. I haven't seen the full replay of it, so I'll have to take a look at that later. What's the next thing I was doing? Oh, yes, back to my scoreboard. Scoreboard Central. All right, looks like the Ravens will give the ball back to the Browns with about 5 seconds to go. They're going to have to try and get all the way there. Panthers defeat the Bucs 21-3. Ooh, boy, that's bad. Cowboys beat the Lions 24-6. Bengals beat the Falcons 35-17. Giants are currently at first and goal on the Jacksonville 1, trailing 13-17. So getting closer. Packers trail 14-23. And that's with 6 minutes to go in the game. So the Packers got to score a touchdown and get the ball back all within that next 6 minutes. So I think if the Commanders are able to hold that, I think it's full panic city in Green Bay. Because the Commanders are not a good team. Oh, no, that might mean the Jets aren't as good as I thought. Oh, well, I'll enjoy it while I can. They play the Broncos at 3 o'clock, so that game's coming up soon. All right. There we go. All right, now I got my scoreboard ready. Okay, so as I currently run, no big shifts in the top 10 at the moment. Daniel Suarez has started to move forward. He has reached the 10th position, getting by A.J. Allmendinger. Denny Hamlin has reached 14th, and Reddick has fallen to 13th. So Reddick lost that track position on pit road and has not been able to make the pass. So interesting that Reddick fell back and hasn't moved back forward since. Now, we're only 26 laps in to the 85-lap stage. Like I said, midpoint would be about 45. Because, again, they only actually run about 80 laps because the first 5 laps are under yellow because, you know, that's how they do things. So it's essentially right at that. So lap 45 would be about 40 green flag laps on the tires with 40 to go. So if you're going to split the stage directly in half, that's when you'd want to stop is lap 40. Sorry, 45. That's 20 laps away. All right, so the question here, it basically has to become, at what point do you need to start being worried, I guess, a little bit about this? I don't know if they should race at Watkins Glen this time of year. Too many leaves could get blown across the track. All right, so Blaney up in the 4th spot, getting a little communication from the boss man, Roger Penske. So it's Byron of our playoff guys. It's Byron 3rd, Blaney 4th, Elliott 5th, and Chastain in 7th. Like I said, Logano doesn't need points, so his I don't count. He's in 9th. Suarez and AJ going back and forth a little bit. Fun battle to watch. Kevin Harvick looking on, though. He's in the 12th spot, looking to move forward. All right, watching the lap times, guys. Martin Truex Jr. has come to the front, and he's there to stay. He is outrunning Kyle Larson just every other lap or so. And he's staying close, within 1.1 seconds of him. Byron has fallen 3.8 back, 6.9 for Blaney, and 8.0 for Chase Elliott. So the speed is definitely in that 19 car. We may have a battle for the lead here as this run continues. Oh, I don't need to see one of that. Let's just show me the race. I don't need a side-by-side. Come on. Wow, look at that battle. Allmendinger on back. There are about 5 cars all in a wad there trying to get moving around. Suarez has taken the 10th position, or the 9th position. He moves forward. Logano has fallen to 11th. He is now under attack from Denny Hamlin. Actually, I should say Logano fell back to 12th. Tyler Reddick. Ooh, he's not quite going to get there. Tried to slide Logano, couldn't quite do it. And Denny Hamlin now looking on, trying to get by Reddick. So as they run, the battle for 9th. Suarez has kind of pulled away, but he's still pretty close. So it's 9th is Suarez, 10th is Allmendinger, 11th Harvick, 12th Logano, 13th is Reddick, and 14th is Hamlin. And they're all kind of in a single file line trying to get caught up to that 9th spot. What? Rick Allen just said he saw some drifting out of turn 2. No, he pretty much just spun the car out. That's not quite the same thing there, Rick. Boy, that 8 car has not looked the same since he got stuck back in traffic. I tell you, he is not looking good. Hamlin now to his inside. He's going to side draft and probably try to pull the slider in turn 1. But boy, that 8 car has not gone forward. I'm a little concerned that it's looked as bad as it has back here. All right, so they're 34 laps into the run. Like I said, about 10 laps from the potential pit stops if they're trying to split the stage in 2. If they want to split the stage right in half, this is the time, in about 10 laps, is when you would start seeing them come. Ooh, big wiggle for the 8 car coming out of the corner. All right, as they run, Larson still starting to gain a little bit of ground on Truex, so 2.7 seconds the gap now back to Truex, 6.5 back to Byron, 10.0 back to Blaney, 11.5 back to Elliott, and 11.8 back to Keselowski. All right, let's see here. There we go. So the 8 car is starting to have some pretty bad pace. They're going to have to try and get him going. Ooh, big wiggle out of there. Wow. That is loose. That 8 car was sideways coming out of the corner. Another commercial break, man. Oh, this is frustrating. So we're on a commercial once again. Giants have taken the lead on the Jaguars, but the Jaguars have the ball, so we'll see what they're able to do there. Packers are starting to drive down into Washington territory. Problem is, there's only 3 minutes and 38 seconds left on the clock, so if they want to try and get that ball back for another touchdown, they're going to have to score fairly quickly because they're down to only 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the game, and they need 2 scores yet. Titans officially beat the Colts, so that's a new update, and the Ravens beat the Browns, so let's see, 3:04. Jets will be kicking off here soon. Can't wait for that one. Oh, I will have a big eBay update this week for anybody watching as well. Got a lot of cars, just trying to get things cleaned up, trying to get some of the older stuff moved out, and so we got some DiBenedetto stuff. We got some Larson stuff. We got what else we got? We got a couple junior cars. What else is there? Gotta remember, there's a lot of stuff. I can't remember exactly what it is though. Wow, watching Noah run the fence on the app is really fun. He's doing a great job. All right, Packers got their touchdown. 3:26 to go, so the Commanders are going to have to run this clock out with some... I believe they still got timeouts left. I'll have to see. Big wiggle out of Busher right there. Him and Busher and Briscoe are really rolling at it right now. Four-second lead now, so he has started to pull that gap out. Lap 40, so lap 45 is when we were thinking we'd see everyone on pit road. And Noah Gragson made a couple of passes there. He's up to 18th. Well done. I'm interested in watching this Brad Keselowski car. He's looking pretty quick. Looks like Truex may have hit pit road. The scoring is not showing it yet, but it looks like green flag pit stops have begun. What is my eBay? I think I link it in my regular channel description, but I can post it in here. None of the stuff starts until tomorrow. It's not up yet. Starts tomorrow at about 6 p.m. Central. All right, Logano is in and out. Briscoe is in and out. We got a lot of cars on pit road here. Truex, Logano, Briscoe, Busher, Burton, Almirola. So a lot of cars coming in this time by. Let's see how many others. All right, a lot of cars coming in this time by. Denny Hamlin is in. Denny Hamlin looking for 4 tires and fuel. Looks like everyone's pretty good. I don't see any big issues on their pit stop so far. Hamlin pitted. No big deal. Larson is in. He's coming into pit road. Oh, we got a incident on pit road. Who got spun? Somebody got spun in front of Hamlin. He got going, almost hit Larson. Lot of calamity down here on pit road. Byron is in. I believe Elliott is also in. All right, coming off pit road, Elliott did lose a spot to Keselowski on pit road as they come rolling out. Chastain right behind him. All right, so Bell and Nemechek are out front. Larson and Gregson still on the track. Oh, wow, look at the speed difference there. Gregson is now on pit road. Okay, that's what I was thinking. So Hamlin had the 77 lock up, and then I don't think you can cut him for driving through too many pit boxes because he was avoiding an incident. Oh, Reddick slid through his box as well, so a problem there too. Overshot his box. Oh, penalty for the 48. Too fast. Too fast entering on pit road. That's a rookie mistake right there. So mistakes on pit road starting to cost some drivers. Interesting. So I don't know how long he's going to run. No, they're bringing him in this time. So Bell will be in this time. Very interesting because that all but eliminates his opportunity here. Interesting. I really am surprised at them bringing him in now of all times. All right, so the 20's on pit road. Larson will slide by and inherit the lead down the front stretch. Larson back to the lead. So Larson back to the lead. He has a, well, I can't see exactly how big his lead is yet. Looks like he's got about a 4-second lead on Truex, which is a little surprising because Truex came a couple laps before he did, but I must have had better execution because, yeah, it looks like he didn't lose near as many spots as I thought he would have. All right, so now that everyone has pitted and cycled through, it is Larson, Truex, Byron, Blaney, and Keselowski in the top 5. Elliott, Chastain, Suarez, Harvick, and Logano back half of the top 10. I don't know if Bowman ever had a speeding penalty this year. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, wow, Larson is already getting close to lapping Austin Dillon. Be very interesting. Oh, boy. Who is that? Cole Custer just ran right in front of Kyle Larson through that corner. That's close. Gregson did get the win last night. I'm good. He's locked into the Final Four. Oh, boy. Bell is not able to get by the 3 car, and this battling is going to allow Larson to close in on both of them. All right, so Bell is starting to slide forward, but Kyle Larson out front, 4.5 seconds lead, and then 10 seconds over Byron, 13 over Blaney, 15 over Keselowski. So very spread out field at the moment as we go back to another commercial break. Alrighty, so as we sit under commercial currently, looks like Chastain has gotten back past the number 9, so he will be in 6th position. Elliott back to 7th. They are 15 seconds behind the leader, and the last car on the lead lap currently is Corey LaJoie. After the penalty, Gregson has fallen to 29th. Got good pace, though. Like I said, I'm impressed with the pace. We'll see if we can hold in there. I want to see how he runs. I'm very curious. When does Elliott Dover win and Kurt Kansas come out? Should be at early December, I believe. First week of December is when those should be out, just in time for Christmas. I think the car is just a few steps away from greatness. Figures out how to make dirty air less of an issue. Honestly, one of the biggest problems with this car is not really the car itself. It's what's underneath the car. Not the suspension. None of those issues. The issue under the car is the tires are too wide. Just a little less grip. Let them slide around just a little more. You don't even have to always use horsepower to do it. Sometimes all you have to do is go ahead and give them a little something to work with, and narrower tires will do it. Some of the best Formula One racing was when they had boatloads of horsepower and they had grooved tires. And those grooved tires hurt the grip and allowed them to really race. Really hope Harrison Burton doesn't end up like Danica. I think he'll get better as time goes. I just think that, unfortunately, he was rushed up way before he was ready. So I think he's going to be very Joey Logano-esque, where he may go 3, 4, 5 years of just total not good racing before he kind of starts to get it to click. Because Logano really started getting fast in 2012 with Gibbs, and it may take him that many years to get ready to roll. Oh, we got a flat tire. Tire is gone. So Justin Haley, having a great run today, had an issue there. I'm not sure what it was. Looks like the tire was just straight up missing. I got him out, but unfortunately, it looks like not fast enough to avoid a lot of the trouble he's going to be in. So very unfortunate there. All right, so as they currently run on the racetrack, still showing the Elliott-Chastain battle. Austin Dillon had trouble too. Man, that RCR pit crews, they had some trouble there. BJ McLeod's got a good looking car down here in Miami. That is a colorful, colorful car. All right, so 5 seconds currently the lead. Is the current lead that Larson has over Truex. Then we've got Byron, Blaney, Keselowski, Elliott, and Chastain in the top 7. Trying to keep an eye on those other playoff cars. I don't see Briscoe up in the top 15. He is 19th. Bell, 17th. Hamlin, 13th. So we got some playoff guys missing from the points. With 28 to go in the stage, they haven't got stage points in stage 1, and they're not looking like they're going to get any in stage 2 either. All right, so looking at it right now, who is that running right there? Oh, that's 5th place Keselowski. Okay. Okay, there we go. Just wanted to see what that was. Larson looking like how Noah looked yesterday? Definitely. It looks like it's Larson's race to lose, just like it was yesterday. But short run, man, you just never know. Kyle Busch won't allow his pit crew to be that bad. Like, Kyle Busch is hard enough on his pit crew. They don't make that many mistakes. It just doesn't happen. Well, there's a reason for that. And the other thing to remember, too, I don't know that was the pit crew. Tyler Reddick overslid his pit box. Tyler Reddick slid past his box and had to back up. So a lot of that actually might have been on Tyler Reddick. Kyle Busch generally not quite as bad. I mean, he's pretty darn efficient getting in and out of his box, so... All right, so as they currently run, Larson up to a 6.2 second lead, 9 seconds on Byron. Byron looking like he's got some good pace, though. He's actually running faster than Truex at the moment. Then we got Blaney, Keselowski, Elliott, Chastain, so still our similar top 7. going to check and see. Looks like everyone from 22nd on forward is still on the lead lap, but Larson is still running a great pace against those guys. You know, their lap times are in the 35-second bracket. Larson's still running 34.6. So, you know, Chase Briscoe might be in danger of losing a lap before the end of this stage here. Man, that is a nice tough line that the 9 is running. He's running right up there. Selling? What is selling? Are you saying blocking? All right, so looking at it right now, the lead for Larson has started to shrink a little bit, but he very well might be in some traffic. So that might be what this is more related to, is traffic, judging by the speeds of it, because Larson isn't really slowing down. His lap times have gotten a little worse, but I think traffic might have a lot more to do with that. All right, so as they currently run, I was actually going to check how many lap cars now. McDowell's still on the lead lap, so it very well could be Larson caught McDowell and is having to try and get by him. That might be where we're at. So everything's kind of spread out at the moment. Man, looking at Noah, he's running the wall still currently. Looks pretty good at it. All right, so looking at our top 10, like I said, not a lot of movement right now. Everything's pretty darn similar. Speed-wise, pretty good lap times right now to A.J. Allmendinger and Denny Hamlin, but, I mean, right now it is a very even battle pretty much all the way around. Noah is back in 28th, but like I said, good pace. Unfortunately, just bad strategy when you speed on pit road. I was interested to see how he did today. He ran great yesterday, though. I'm glad he finally got that Miami win. I'm telling you, I was so anxious when he had that yellow come out, because I was like, man, not again. He has had such good runs at this track and never been able to have the luck fall his way. So, ooh, LaJoy, I think, just scraped the wall again. All right, looks like a little contact to the wall for Chase Briscoe, still rolling along. Unfortunately, he is back into the 20th position. He's the last car in the lead lap at the moment. The 5 car has caught Chase Briscoe with 18 to go. It's going to be a tall order to ask that 14 car to stay on the lead lap. All right. Going to mute the mic for a second. Alrighty, looks like Larson is looking low on Chase Briscoe. I was double checking to see the Packers score. Looks like the Packers have been beaten by the Commanders, so Skull. I think the division might be Minnesota's this year, just because everyone else looks like really, really bad. So that'll be nice, because I thought the Packers were going to be better than that this year, honestly. Last year's car was better at short tracks. I'm not sure. Homestead. Homestead had the 550 package. That's a bad package. Homestead needs the 750 package. 750 is what you need at this track. You need to have low downforce. This track is so good with slip and slide, and you have to allow the cars to slip and slide. Oh, Larson up along the wall. He's closing in. He's got a run on Briscoe. He's going to look low. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to look high. 15 to go. Briscoe's got to make that car really wide. I don't know if it's going to matter. Larson's getting closer and closer to him. Wow, that's pretty power move right there. Larson was able to stay in the high lane right behind him. Oh, Larson holds the bottom, hooks it pretty clean and clear, and he can slide up and take that spot. And he is not going to be able to get back. So Chase Briscoe finds himself a lap down. And just like that, 14 to go. If Larson laps another car, he will be stuck a lap down, which will be very, very big. Homestead puts on a good show no matter what car's on the track. I think the 750 is just a little bit better. That being said, I think it'd be better with 950, or I don't know. I'm not sure what would actually make it the best. It's hard to say. Daniel Suarez starting to catch it up to Ross Chastain with 13 to go in the stage. Chase Briscoe is now officially a lap down. Harrison Burton is next on the chopping block, 19th position. And then Austin Dillon's got a little gap, so he might be all right. I was actually worried. Christopher Bell came up so close to Larson, but it doesn't seem to matter because it seems traffic really slows these guys down. Wow, Hamlin is way up on that wall. He's running 11th at the moment. There's a couple of guys that are running right up on that wall. That is nuts. Yep, Larson's one of them. Reddick's even closer. Reddick is officially the closest to the wall. When I'm watching these guys run the top, it is Reddick that is running the closest to the fence. All right, so Larson has now taken that spot. Oh, that's another lap down for Eric Jones. Oh, boy. Looks like Gregson should be good to stay just one lap down. I don't think he'll get lapped a second time. Actually, guys, I think you're all missing the best car. The best and most superior race car was the Gen 5. Because the Gen 5 is essentially what we have in Xfinity right now. I'm telling you guys, Gen 5 is the supreme car. It put on the best racing. They just didn't make enough tweaks to it. It had just too much downforce. They take a little of that downforce away, Gen 5 car would have been absolutely superior. But people thought it was ugly. And all it took was a facelift. Look what they did on the Xfinity car. They gave it the Gen 5 car a little facelift, and suddenly everyone really loves those Xfinity cars. They don't say they look the best, but guess what they do say? They race the best, and it ain't close. Man, that is a really shaky camera. Oh, that's because the camera's in the fence. Every car that goes by, it shakes it. Weird. So they were using a camera that was literally there. Kind of interesting. COT wins. Yep, COT is the GOAT. Not with the wing, though. The wingless COT was the best. All they had to do was shorten the splitter up, and that thing would have been a stellar race car. Oh, why am I still watching down here? I need to get back up to the leaders. All right, looks like Elliott has started to gain a little bit of space on Chastain. Actually, Suarez. Sorry, Suarez got past his teammate. Whoa! Big wiggle for the 14. Ryan Blaney actually putting down some pretty decent laps. He's getting closer to William Byron. Just unfortunately not going to have enough time to get there. Yeah, Briscoe with the big loose. He got real loose coming out of that corner. 7 to go in the stage. Larson out front by, it seems like a mile, but it's actually only 5.1 seconds. He's got 10 seconds on third, 13 on fourth. Third place is Byron. Fourth place is Blaney. Fifth place is Brad Keselowski. Then we got Elliott, Suarez, Chastain, and Logano in the top 9. Harvick rounds out our top 10. Hamlin up to 11th, so he has a shot to potentially get some points running in 11th. Meanwhile, Kyle Larson putting the run on Chris Buescher. That's 19th. About to go a lap down, so number 17 has now gone a lap down, and it looks like Larson's going to pull it down the track and try to go get Harrison Burton. 6 to go. We'll see if he gets there in time. Looks like Dylan and... Is that Dylan? No, that's not Dylan. That's somebody else down there. Who's down along the bottom? That's a Rick Ware car. So down on the very bottom of the track, we have a Rick Ware car, but Larson is closing in on Harrison Burton, running 18th. We may only have 18 cars on the lead lap. Oh, I love the new 17, guys. The new font for the 17 looks absolutely glorious. I love that change. It looks so good. Five to go. He's still running pretty tight. Oh, Chase Briscoe hits the wall again. He's got a flat. He's still running in the groove and gets a caution. I'm not sure why he didn't try to go lower, but he smoked the wall. And Chase Briscoe going into next week with Christopher Bell most likely will be in a must-win situation. All right, that will probably run the stage out. So your stage 2 results are going to be Larson, Truex, Byron, Blaney, Keselowski, and then Elliott, Suarez, Chastain, Logano, and Hamlin. So Hamlin does get by Harvick at the last moment, does snag 1 playoff point. Every point counts. So 1 playoff point for Hamlin today. That's going to help him ever so slightly. Blaney snagging some points as well, trying to climb back into the fight. But unfortunately for those guys, the guy they're chasing, Ross Chastain, and William Byron got points as well. Chase Briscoe putting a little too much on it, and that one's toast. So yeah, like I said, they're going to run this stage out almost certainly. We don't really want to see a 1-lap shootout for stage points here. That would be just an utter mess. That's not... at this point, I'm actually hoping they don't do that, because that would, like I said, that'd be messy. I don't want to see, someone pull an aggressive slider on Byron and put him in the fence and ruin his day just because we decided for chaos. So they're going to try and see... are they already thinking they're going to the garage? NASCAR won't let them fix control arms on pit road. And if you go behind the wall, you're out. So if you break a control arm, you're essentially out. Okay, well that's an interesting rule by NASCAR. I don't understand that. You're literally not going to let them fix the car, and then you're going to kick them out of the race. So I just don't understand that. That's silly to me. All right, well, that should run out the end of stage 2. We got some time, though. I'm going to go grab a drink, get ready for stage 3, because we got a couple more caution flag laps to run through. Then we'll get ready to go for stage 3. Okay, now that we're back, looks like Larson has officially gotten the stage win now. Also, just so anyone that was watching the Formula One race, 5 to go. Verstappen just got past Lewis Hamilton on the little bit fresher tires, so I believe Max Verstappen's about to go win another race. So, looks like that one's probably, unless there's a late safety car or something, that one might be just about over. But other than that, we are looking at stage caution stops here, coming in soon. Oops, I'm wearing my headset wrong way. There we go. So that's what we have going on there. And then also a quick little update. I didn't see any Goodyear Eagles on the side of that 5 car, so he's dangerously close to the wall every run. So I know Kyle Larson's been the dominant car. He has to keep his car in good shape, because if he doesn't finish the race, he doesn't win. So he's got to be able to maintain them tires. All right, getting ready to come to the green flag pit stops. All right, 4 tire stops, getting ready to roll. Elliott, Larson, it looks like Blaney, 10-second stop, 4 tires and fuel, good, clean, solid stop coming off. Truex will beat him off. Elliott also coming off pit road now. He will come out right next to Blaney. Looks like he's actually right alongside him. Byron will come out in front as well. So it looks like off pit road, we've got Blaney edging out Elliott ever so slightly. So it'll be Larson, Truex, Byron, Blaney, Elliott, Suarez, Hamlin, Keselowski losing 3 spots on pit road there. Oh, we got warned on track limits. Interesting. Well, I'm hopping over to Hulu on my phone quick here, and we'll watch the end of it. Actually, I'll just hop over. All right, we're going to do the end of the F1 race, then we'll go back to NASCAR. 52 of 56. Verstappen has a half-second lead over Hamilton. Leclerc in 3rd, Perez in 4th, Russell in 5th. But 5th, I believe he'll have a 5-second time penalty. So luckily he has 12 seconds over Alonso, so he still should be all right. All right, so it sounds like they're warning him on track limits. He does have to stay on the full track. This is part of the problem with COTA is you definitely can't have these track limits. I mean, that's all judgment based. Like, I hate that idea that you have it all paved. Like, either don't have it paved or don't. Because if you're gonna let people run all the way on the curb, then don't. Like, I don't understand just painting a surface. Max has a 5-second penalty. Interesting. Look at that little tower there. Very interesting there. So it says Max has a 5-second penalty? The white line. Interesting. Interesting. So very interesting. It doesn't sound like he has a penalty. He has to go all 4 over the white line. Okay, really? So basically, Hamilton is just reporting Max Verstappen for every turn that he thinks he might be over the track limits. That's a really dumb way to race. That is a silly, silly way to race. How could anyone enjoy racing with this much politicking involved? I mean, seriously. That's a lot of politicking. All right. So they both have 3 strikes on track limits. This is dumb. I'm done watching. It took that little 5 minutes of politicking in F1 for me to be like, no interested. So, just like that. Oh, that politicking is so dumb. I can't stand that element of racing. They both got warned on the track limits, and they're just sitting there reporting each other. It's just dumb. Like, find a way to make it so they race on the racetrack. Don't give them extra pavement if you don't want them to use it, you know? All right, coming to the choose rule. Top 5, Larson, Truex, Byron, Blaney, and Elliott. Blaney will take the bottom of row 2. All right, so as they line up, it'll be Truex on the bottom, but race leader Larson will be up top with Byron behind him and Elliott behind him. So 300 cars along the outside lane. Truex, Blaney, and Suarez will take the bottom. If the NASCAR officiating bodies had a massive problem like the better than the FIA. No, I mean, the thing is, like I said, if you want them to not use a certain part of the track, then don't give them that track. Like, just don't have it be racing. Don't give them a racing surface and then not let them use it. Like, that's a silly, arbitrary line. You know, don't give them an arbitrary line. Just let them run. So, yeah, just talking about Denny Hamlin, great pit stop. He's up into the 7th spot. He will actually start 4th row outside. That's been a pretty good lane to start in because it seems like everybody that starts on that outside lane gets a couple spots when they hit the backstretch. So we'll see as they come around and get going to the green flag. Coming to the green, Larson high, Truex low, green flag back in the air, and they're pretty even going down the front stretch. Byron coming along the high side, not quite going to get there. Big train of Hendrick cars all around the top. All 3 Hendrick cars will clear. Ooh, we got some tight racing in there. Now Elliott is going to get sent to the bottom. Boy, Byron put a huge aero block on his teammate. That's going to send him all the way back to 6th. I can't imagine he's overly thrilled about that one. I wouldn't be either, though. I mean, Byron went into corner 1. Byron went into corner 3, and he was, I mean, probably at least 3 lanes off the bottom, and he went straight to the bottom and straight up chopped the nose there. Now, it looks like he will settle into 6th position, but Byron has settled up into 2nd, trying to make a run at the leader. All right, Byron back to the top on Larson. Meanwhile, Hamlin has found his way to the top 5. He's up to 4th. Truex in 5th. Elliott 6th. "95 laps to go. Big run for the 12. The 24 got tight on corner exit, and the 12 is looking inside. He'll send it in deep into turn 1. And the 12 will take 2nd. All right, so as they're running, Larson does sneak away with the lead, but Blaney now to second, Byron third, Hamlin fourth, and Truex fifth. It's going to be a Gibbs-Hendrick battle by the looks of it, because they make up the entire top six. Trackhouse running seventh and eighth with Chastain and Suarez, Logano in ninth, and Brad Keselowski in 10th. Looks like William Byron going to lose a spot now to Denny Hamlin. Has a wiggle. Here comes Martin Truex. So Byron's starting to slide back. Hamlin up to the third spot now. Now his teammate's going to slide by him on the bottom. All right, looks like the 9's going to try the bottom, but he's going to sail it in deep, and the 24 will hold. He's going to have to tuck back in line because the 99 is coming with a run. Oh, you got to I hate to say it this way. You got to chop your, not teammate, but you got to chop anyone you're racing if you're going to try and pass them, because if you don't clear them on the straightaway, you get run over. All right, so Larson checked out to a 1 second lead. Hamlin now closing in on Blaney for second, and Truex in fourth, still running right along there. Five keeps on running. He just keeps on chugging. Four cars under a blanket right there. Byron looking back to get Truex. Truex going to take the high lane. No, he's not. He's going to go low. All right, so the 9 going to look low on the 24. Looks like he's going to pull a slider. He's going to slide up the track on exit and take that spot, and actually he took it by quite a bit. He's got plenty of room. So Byron now under fire from Suarez and Logano. So Byron has fallen back. This has not started out like his other runs. Byron is usually very quick on the first 5 to 20 laps, and this run he is getting really shuffled around here as he falls back now to the 6th spot, and now Suarez will clear him for 7th. So or for 6th, and now he's back to 7th. So very interesting. Oh, you're way behind me. Let's see here. Yep, Logano now goes by. So William Byron falls all the way to 8th. That's a big deal, guys. The 11 has an issue. Hamlin may have brushed the wall. They were just about to go to commercial, and all of a sudden the Hamlin has a slow car. Let's see here. He was looking at Blaney. Oh, he sent it in hard. Yeah, got really loose on corner entry. Right rear. Wow, that's a slide. Denny Hamlin all over the place. All right, so now it looks like Hamlin's back to running and going pretty good in 5th, but boy, that was a big slide. I'm wondering how his tires are going to like that one. All right, so he's good to go. Now they're going to a side-by-side commercial. Good job. They were about to go full screen. Now they can't. Denny still caught it. He got it all straightened out, but that was really close. He had such a big wiggle there. So Blaney now in second, trying to chase down Kyle Larson out front. We are 19 laps into the stage, but we got a long way to go. 80 laps to go. 100-lap stage, so you'd expect pit stops around lap 210. That's still 30-some laps away. Actually, it's over that. It's like 35. 25? Yeah, something like that. Maybe 215 is better. Major playoff implications. Homestead's such a good racetrack. It always just puts on such good racing. All right, we are gonna go. We're gonna get a search window going here. So it looks like Hamlin is good and rolling again. He's now back after Elliott, trying to get that spot back. And he's right on him, so definitely still got good speed in that car. So that's the good news. He hasn't lost any of that. Still running pretty good. All right, so looking at it now, Byron's still sliding back. He is now getting passed by Kevin Harvick and Ross Chastain. He's now back to 10th. So we got some big implications going on here with William Byron. His speed has not seemed to hold on very well. All right, there we go. I'm moving a Jets game into the corner here so I can see. It looks like he hit the ground and fumbled. Interesting. I'm not sure what happened to Wilson there. All right, and get our YouTube chat back up. There we go. All good. All right, perfect. Now I got my streams up. Now I got it exactly where I want it. So Hamlin's still trying to get there, working hard on Elliott. He definitely has the better car at the moment, but catching him is one thing, passing him is another, you know. Kyle Larson, by the way, already checked out to a 5-second lead on Ryan Blaney, so he is running away with this one. Ah, good. Jets lead 7-6. Good job, guys. All right, so Ryan Blaney running second, Truex in third, and then, like I said, Elliott and Hamlin still battling for that fourth spot. Yeah, Larson is flat out flying. Like I said, he is gone. He is absolutely driving away from these guys. 34.2-second lap for Larson. Nobody's even in the ballpark. I mean, it's half a second. It's such a big gap. Let's see. Lap cars. No, it did stay a lap down. Good job. So running 25th. We'll see if we can get up to 20th and give them a run for their money on that free pass. But yeah, looking as they run, the standings, a pretty interesting gap here because Blaney is still out, but it's down to a 5-point gap as Byron continues to slide. So Byron struggles as they continue, starting to open up the door for some of these guys. Denny Hamlin. Yeah, I got to talk about that. Hate the neon number? Oh, 100%. I hate the neon number on that car for Blaney. If it matched the other yellow, it'd be great. But instead, it's like a different shade of yellow. It just looks wrong. Alrighty. All right, so looking at the speeds on the racetrack as they run, actually looks like they've all kind of evened out up at the front of the field. Logano's got some pretty good speed here. But remember, they are only 29 laps into the run. So 29 laps into stage 3. It's a 102-lap stage. So we would expect pit stops in probably around, 20 laps. So around 54, 53 to go is when we'll start to probably see those stops. Obviously, you can short pit a little bit, but not by much. These cars use enough fuel that it's a pretty tight window as they currently run. So I'm not sure if there's a ton to be gained there. Biggest thing as for these playoff guys, don't make a mistake on pit road. Don't speed. Get your 4-tire stop. Get out. Get clean. Like, that's it. That's all you got to do, and you'll be fine. All right, Byron back up on the wall. He's in 10th, so he's gotten a little bit of a recovery, but man, what a backslide for Byron. He's definitely got to be kicking himself for how far he has fallen so far. All right, 73 laps to go as they currently run on the racetrack. All right, past 200. So, yeah, they could stop anytime in the next 10 to 15 laps, I think. I think it's 15. Wow, Larson is absolutely rim riding around these lap cars. He's already caught him, at least side by side. That's got to count for something. For me, it's a bright for such a dull car. I mean, the thing is the yellows. It's like having two-tone yellow, which is just weird. Normally, you don't see two different tones of yellow. All right, looking at the running order as they go, looks like Hamlin's still putting the pressure on Chase. I think at some point you might just want to let him go because you don't want him to run too hard on the bottom and then squeeze you. Definitely not a thing you want to do. But sometimes you got to earn that favor because you let him go today. Maybe he lets you go at Phoenix if he's not in the 4. Sometimes that's the choices you got to make. But at the same time, you're also running for points, so... Dinger has gotten around Byron, so Byron now falls to 11th. Holy cow. Meanwhile, Kyle Larson is gone. He's 6.5 seconds out front. Nobody's touching him. Goodbye, Kyle. It was good to have you around. This is Kyle Larson's race. Everyone else is just in it. Bell back around Dillon. That's, golly, where is that battle? 13th. 14th and 13th right now. Meanwhile, Kyle Larson is now out to a 7-second lead. Holy cow. He is literally driving away from everybody. I mean, this isn't even close at this point. Kyle Larson is gone. He's got a 7-second lead 30 laps into a run. There's 7... Oh, my word, I got a bot. Get that bot out of here. Also, help me. Gotcha. Oh, thank you. You got it for me. Kyle Larson is just driving off. It's 34 laps into a run with a 7-second lead. He's literally dropping half a tenth a lap or half a second a lap on these guys. It's not quite that much, but he is absolutely flying around this racetrack. Holy cow, he's opening up a can of whoop ass on him. 8.2 second lead. I mean, He's, like I said, it's half a second a lap right now. He is absolutely blasting past these guys. It's not even close. My goodness, Kyle Larson. Saves some track position for everybody else, man. I mean, holy cow. Absolutely flying around this racetrack. All right, they're 30 laps into a 100-lap stage. This is the time. If anyone's going to two-stop, now's the time. So we'll see if anyone does it. Truex is now in second. Yep, looks like Truex just got by. 9 seconds is the gap, ladies and gentlemen. 9 seconds. They're 40 laps into a run. He's nearly 10 seconds in front of the field. I mean, this is insanity. He's literally blowing the Cup Series out of the water. Oh my goodness. Kyle Larson has dominated this race. This reminds me a little bit of Martin Truex Jr. in 2016 at the Coke 600. I mean, he hasn't had there's been some few cautions and stuff where he's lost the lead a couple times, but outside of those little things, it's been Kyle Larson's race. No one's had anything for him thus far. I mean, my goodness. Yeah, this is domination. Now, don't get me wrong. Now that Truex got by, this lead's starting to shrink down a little bit or stay the same. Truex is the second best car on the racetrack right now. But, my goodness, I mean, Larson is gone. Remember, guys, Kyle Larson has never won at Phoenix as good as he's been here. He's been very good here, but he's never gotten a win. 62 to go. I mean, if you're wanting to pit, you got to come now, right? If you're going on the two-stop strategy, you got to go now. All right, we got some guys coming this time by. All right, sounds like Byron might be coming around. Let's see what happens. This is very interesting because for William Byron, that's 40 laps into the stage. That means coming to the end of the run, he's either going to have to go all 60 laps on this set of tires, or he's going to go 30 and 30. So he's going to go 40, 30, 30. So we'll see. Homestead, what did I say? Did I say Phoenix? Phoenix. Yeah, he's never won Phoenix. Just kidding. No, he's never won Homestead. As dominant as he's been at Homestead the last, feels like a decade, he's been so good at Homestead, and he's never gotten a win here. Just always had something go wrong. Championship battles kind of kept him out of it. They didn't want to let him, they didn't want him messing up the championship battle. Oh boy, Elliott is holding up a lot of cars right now. There's four cars stacked up behind him. Oh, issue on the Byron pit stop. He stalls it. Oh my goodness, Byron. This has been a disaster run. Loses all the spots, has to pit early, trying to do a two-stop strategy, and then he stalls the car. Holy cow, all sorts of issues. Joey Logano coming in. He's going to try the two-stop strategy. He's on pit road now. Yeah, for these other guys, I mean, it's 60 to go, 44 in. You go literally 10 more laps and you're solid. I don't know how you pit here. Another issue for Joey Logano. Hamlin to third. I think there's pitting. I think there's some guys coming to pit road this time by. Yeah, it looks like Elliott and Blaney pitted. Very interesting decision there. I'm a little confused. So yeah, here comes Blaney and Elliott. They're going to try the two-stop strategy. I don't actually like this call. I would rather have gone, like I said, they're 45 laps into the stage, 58 to go. You only got to run about 7 laps, and you're at 52 and 52. You're not really gaining that much. You're so far into the run now that I don't think you're gaining that much. Unless their goal is that if there's a late race caution, they can come back in and get their tires earlier, but I don't know about this one. All right, here comes Chastain. Smokes him coming into pit road. Oh, good years are gone on Ross Chastain's car. Oh, and now we have a caution. That is massive. Oh, and they are trapped a lap down. Ryan Blaney has a tire that just fell off, I think. Oh, my goodness. I mean, we're talking on pit exit. Oh my goodness, that is huge. Are they just letting Chastain pass the leader? Wait, what? Oh my goodness, it's the same thing as Kansas, guys. Ross Chastain was on pit road, so when he crosses the line, that's where the scoring freezes. So even though by the time he cycles on the track, he's in 17th, 18th place, by the time they decide to actually rescore everything, he gets to now pass Blaney, Logano, Elliott. He gets 4 free positions just because of where on the track he was located. Oh, that is huge. That is massive. I'm not a fan of that. I am not. I have a problem with that. I mean, are you kidding me? Oh boy. Yeah, so Chastain gets basically 4 free positions. That is massive for Chastain. That is a perfect, because he also is on the lead lap. He's going to be the leader. Ross Chastain is the leader of this race now. Because he was, oh my goodness, dude, this scoring, I talked about it earlier, how much of a problem I have with this scoring on pit road thing when cautions come out. And Ross Chastain is basically going to inherit the lead when he was about to be a lap down, and he's going to get to pass, like I said, 5 cars in the process. I mean, he was physically on the track behind other cars, and he gets to pass them. That's where I have a problem. Wow. So yeah, Ross Chastain, guys, has fresh tires, as does Martin Truex. So those two are, like I said, will most likely stay out. Chastain's are brand new tires, and oh my goodness, I mean, what do you even do here, guys? All right, so the top 10 are on pit road. This shakes everything up, guys. This is huge. All right, Denny Hamlin going to come out second, it looks like. It'll be Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Daniel Suarez, Kevin Harvick. But like I said, Truex and Chastain are going to inherit the lead off of this. He'll still have a shot here. Oh, boy. All right, trying to see. Yeah, this is that weird pit road scoring. I tell you, this is why you have to let them slide. You have to let them file up into the order where they need to file up. Because right now, I don't know who's where. It sounds like Joey Logano also gets to pass around the lead. The scoring is a big issue, especially in green flag pit stops when the caution comes out. This is a big problem. Like I said, because the problem you have is there are cars that literally get to pass other cars, which is ridiculous. You are physically further behind a certain car, on the track, and you get to pass them. That's ridiculous. You are behind them, and you get a free position. It's a scoring loophole that needs to be plugged, because like I said, the problem you have is the same thing that happened in Kansas last year. Alex Bowman was at the exit of pit road. He's coming off pit road. Somebody else, I can't remember which car, was in the middle of pit road still. He was on his way out too. And so by the time they file out on the track, I mean, they're both done with their pit stop. Basically, Bowman is 5 to 8 seconds ahead of the guy. So he exits pit road, he's gone, and the other car is coming way behind him and exits pit road and is gone. Well, they say because of the scoring, that car hit middle of pit road before the leader hit the line, but Bowman, his car has to hit the exit of pit road. Like, that's a big deal, guys. That's a huge deal. So, like I said, that's what happened to Bowman. The car that was 8 seconds behind him got to wave around him, pass him, and then go around. Like, that's a problem. You can't have a car getting 7 spots just because of where they were located. They were physically not in that spot, and you're just giving them free spots. So that is the type of thing that drives me nuts. And we see it a lot, and that's something that does drive me up a wall. That's huge. I mean, there's a lot of cars that are going to benefit big time from this. None bigger than Ross Chastain, ladies and gentlemen. So they're going to wave around to get back on the lead lap. Yeah, a lot of lap traffic in front of these guys, though. That's the thing to be concerned about for guys that are fans of basically anyone behind Chris Buescher. Those cars are all behind the lap cars, so they are going to have to go with some interestingness here. All right, coming up to the green. Green flag back in the air. Truex with a good push from Larson. Hamlin gives Chastain a decent push. He'll dip low. He's looking to the bottom. Chastain into the side of Truex, and Hamlin's going to have a run. Hamlin is clear away with the lead. So put him to the front. Denny Hamlin to the lead. Truex to second. It looks like we've got Chastain in third. Keselowski to fourth. Larson back to fifth. And Larson as far back as we've seen him all day. It took a perfectly timed yellow to get him back there. We'll find out if he has a chance to get back to the front. He's had the best car all day. Oh, Keselowski going for the block. Good move there. But Larson's going to go low. And Denny Hamlin, as the leader, would be in the postseason, or into the final race. Chastain still battling with Truex. All three cars looking at the leader. My goodness, we got some racing going on here. Larson going to look to the bottom on Brad Keselowski. He's going to send it down on the bottom lane. Keselowski sends it in really deep. So Brad is going to be playing some pretty hardball here on Larson. So he's trying there. Here comes Truex, though. Truex looking to the bottom. Hamlin sliding off the corner. Looks like Truex is going to get it to stick. 19 going to pull the side draft. Truex to the lead. We may have another first-time winner. Larson has gotten to the wall. He's got a big run on Keselowski. Brad's going to crowd Larson. Holy cow. Brad gave him 1 lane and 1 lane only. Holy cow, that was tight. Now Larson's going to send it, all the way on the bottom. He's got it now. Larson will clear, and here comes Chastain for second. And now that'll put him into the second spot. Oh, he's going to hit him! Going into the corner, Keselowski hits Kyle Larson. Larson able to hold on, but that should be the end of that battle. My goodness. Larson up to fourth. Let's see what he can do, though. Long run to go yet. Yeah, big chop on Larson there. Oh, are we really going to go to another commercial? Come on. Larson's speed looks pretty darn good still. All right, as they currently run, looking at the lap times, fastest car on the track is out front. That's Martin Truex. AJ Allmendinger looking for a top 5 today. He's right next to Brad Keselowski. Like I said, that 16 car is a dark horse. He's going to make the playoffs next year, and it's going to be on points if he doesn't win. Here comes AJ. He's up alongside Brad. Oh, Larson has hit the high line. He is rolling. Larson trying to get to the 11. All right, looking at it right now, Larson has got to get by Hamlin, and he's got to do it fairly soon. He don't have as much time on this one. He's already fallen back 2 seconds from the guys in front of him. He'll win. AJ will win something next year, I'm almost certain. But that being said, it's still definitely a good race. And Larson will side draft Hamlin. I think he'll get by him this time. Yep, Hamlin gonna let him go. No need to push too hard. The car was clearly faster behind you. And honestly, if he tries to race them too hard, he might slow them both down, and that doesn't help either one of them. As for the guys that had to come in and pit from the last cycle, none of them have made up ground. It's still Elliott, Blaney, Byron, 14, 15, and 16. And that just shows you one ill-timed caution, how it can ruin your race. And unfortunately, it can also ruin your round if you're only in a 3-round race. So. Yeah, Denny's fallen back to 4th. I'm not sure what's going on with his car. I thought he had better speed than this, but at this point, it does not appear that he does. $37 to go. We're going to get a watch. Can Larson come from all the way back where he is and chase him down? AJ now looking for a top 5 spot. He's going to go after Hamlin. Actually, he's in the top 5. He's looking for 4th. So AJ looking like he's got a good car today. He's got a shot for side-by-side with... Yep, he's there. Allmendinger side-by-side. I think I said Allgaier. I tell you, I always do this. Dinger now up to the 4th spot. I'm telling you, that colleague car, that's got speed in it. And he'll pull it up in front, and he will take the spot. Hamlin cannot get past again. Where is that at? Oh, that's just on the points. Well, he's going to have to battle it out next week regardless, but each point does count. Kyle Larson's car has taken off. It's officially Larson time. Now the question is, how long does it take him to get there? He's got 35 laps to chase down and get this win. He's got the best car. Let's see if he can get there. So Allmendinger has gotten the spot. He's up to 4th now. Look at our top 10. We only have 2 playoff guys in the top 10. I mean, it's one of them races. I think this is a perfect example of why we don't need playoffs. You know, we've got great racing every single track, it seems like, and everybody has the ability to compete at every track, too. I don't know that we need playoffs. The racing has been solid. Kyle Larson is closing quickly, 0.3 a lap. He's already closing on the 1. All right, Hamlin gets back by Allmendinger, so Hamlin's car is starting to look a little better. 30 laps to go, though, because he have enough time to get there. I don't think he does, because he's got to chase Larson down, and, well, nobody's been able to do that. Larson, he's in 3rd right now. Oh, boy, he is right on that wall. Kyle Larson to the outside of Ross Chastain. It's not even a battle. He is gone. I mean, gets alongside, clears, and passes all of it. Kyle Larson now up into second. All right, 31 to go. Another commercial, really? Great. More commercials. Larson to second, and his lap times are really good. He's got 2 seconds to chop down. Can he get there? Something already happened to Elliott. He was running fourth, and pit stops caught him off a lap. Him, Blaney, Byron, Suarez, they were all top 5 cars, and now they're all back in 15th. And unfortunately, they have to start behind all the lap cars, so they had to make through all that traffic before they can even start racing guys on the lead lap. All right, 1.5 seconds the gap now. Larson's zooming. I'm fairly confident to think at this point we won't have a playoff winner today. It's going to be Larson or Truex. I don't know that anyone else is going to catch them. They are the class of the field right now. Great run for AJ and Brad in 5th and 6th. Kevin Harvick into the top 10 along with Ricky Stenhouse. Good runs for those guys as well. All right, looking at it now. Larson's still closing in, down to a 1.5 seconds. All right. Harvick got loose at 2020 Martinsville. He didn't get loose. He knew what he was doing. And Kyle Busch pulled the greatest 360 ever and was able to keep it moving. That was actually really impressive when Kyle Busch pulled the full 360, puts it back in gear, doesn't even lose a spot. That was awesome. It'd be cool if they were racing each other for the last spot. That'd make it even better that he was able to manage that. Alrighty. If Truex doesn't win, I rage. Hey, he's still got that 1.5 seconds lead, guys. He's still holding it. He's chasing him down. All right, 25 to go, 1.5 seconds, and he's actually getting further away. All right, looks like Truex is really starting to hold that lap time down. Truex is actually a little faster than Larson right now. Oh, a caution. That's huge. Tyler Reddick, it looks like. Tyler Reddick has totaled that car. That's big. Everyone's got to come get tires. Oh, that's big because Larson's not going to have the long run now. It's going to come down to a short run. And it's big because we got some playoff guys up front there that have a shot. I mean, if you're William Byron here, I don't know. Do you take 2 tires? Do you take that chance? Go get the lead and see if you can hang into the top 10? I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Last lap pit stop for these guys was 2:12. Yeah, they're 30 laps on them tires. You can't do that. 4 tires and fuel. You can't do anything with it. Yep, just loose off the corner. Very similar to John Hunter earlier today, but he did not get it to spin all the way around, and it just stays straight and pounds the inside wall. Well, guys, I think we're about to get some chaos. I'm hoping they mind their manners to a decent degree, but we will find out. Oh, my goodness. We got another yellow, guys. All right. Coming to pit road this time by. Oh, Larson spins Truex into his pit box. He spun him out into the pit box. I don't know about that. Oh, man. Truex under a... Wow. Oh, my goodness. That is a heartbreaking way for this race to go. Nothing he could do about it. Oh, that is terrible. Elliott gains 4, comes out 10th. And Martin Truex Jr. still on pit road. Oh, man, are you kidding me? I hate that for Truex, guys. I mean, this guy has had the worst luck of anyone I have ever seen in one season of racing. I mean, you guys got to realize he was 4th in the points. Oh, man. I have never seen such bad luck out of one car. I mean, some of that's on him. He needs to pull over sooner. I think he made a mistake, but... Holy cow. I mean, leading the race, get spun on pit road? See, Martin needs to get out of the fast lane there. He's still all the way to the right. If you're coming into your pit box, move over a lane. Because you're going to have to slow down. Nobody else does. So you got to at least give him a chance, you know? I think Truex might be the one who made this fault on his own because he was still in the speed lane and he slowed down. Like, you got to pull over a lane, then slow down to get in your box. Sounds like he may have missed his stall in the sun. Oh, what a bummer, man. That really sucks. I mean, this season has been nothing but straight up bad luck. I mean, power steering goes out at a couple of races. You know, I can't even count how many races he could have won. I mean, that's not bad luck. That's his mistake there. But, I mean, that caution was bad luck that led to this. Man, that sucks. That's all I can say. That sucks. I want Truex to race for the win, not lose it like that. Oh, man, that stinks, man. That's tough for Truex fans, man. That's tough. I mean, not a good way to lose a race right there. I mean, you know, wow. Just wow. All right, well, there are probably about 19 laps to go when we come to the green. Very interesting I think they're trying to get a penalty for Larson. But I don't think Larson did anything wrong. He slowed down right in front of him. All right. They think Truex just... Oh, wow. That's... The replay shows different, but... Truex, or apparently somebody in the Joe Gibbs camp, believes that that was an intentional wreck from Larson on pit road. I don't think that is... This... I don't know about that. Oh, man. All right, are we lining up yet? What are we doing here? What are we waiting on? So the Truex team is, to me, Larson in the wrong. Larson just was holding pit road speed. He checked up there. So I don't think Larson had much he could do about it. Like I said, Truex needed to get out of that lane before he slows down. You don't slow down all the way in the outside lane. You get out of that lane first, you know? And, I don't know. Man, 19th. All right, choose lane. Hamlin's going to choose the bottom. Larson's going to choose the top. Who is that? Is that Austin Dillon? It is. Austin Dillon restarting in third. Wow. Third position for Austin Dillon. Are you kidding me? All right, we're going to be coming back around to the green. Doesn't look like there's going to be any penalty, which there shouldn't be, because like I said, that one's kind of just, you know, just an issue there. No penalties. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I don't, that's on Truex, man. You got to get out of that lane. There's an extra lane between there and pit road. Chastain, he moves over and then slows down. Everybody does. They pull over and then slow down. Oh, I'm behind. My green flag hasn't shown up yet. Oh, boy. Austin Dillon got into fourth. I have no idea how. Don't even ask me. I'm just as confused as everybody else. Insanity. All right, restart is underway. Larson out clear with the lead. Oh, Hamlin tries to block Dillon, but that's going to let Larson get a nice clean run down into turn one. Chastain now with a run. He'll go to second. Maybe. Dillon going to shove it down there on the bottom. Larson going to go to the bottom as well. Chastain going to slide up the hill. Up the hill even further. Hamlin is there. You got to let him go. All right, Hamlin to second. Chastain to third. Harvick to fourth. Dinger now coming around Dillon. He'll go for the fifth spot. And he's clear. Allmendinger to the fifth spot. Holy cow, Christopher Bell on back is a mosh pit. Holy cow, look at that mess of cars back there. They are all over the racetrack. Martin Truex is up on the wall and he is rim riding. He's coming forward in a hurry. Meanwhile, here comes AJ. He's coming for third. AJ looking to the bottom. He's coming for third. Larson out front, half a second. Great speed. That 16 is going to be clear. And he clears down the front stretch. A.J. Allmendinger has found his way to third. All right, trying to see here. Dinger now coming after Hamlin. Here comes A.J. Ooh, Ross had to think about it. Oh, Ross Chastain. Oh, that's a dirty slider there, Hamlin. I don't know if Hamlin's going to let him get away with that one. And here comes AJ. Oh, I'm telling you guys, AJ Allmendinger's got some speed. 4/10 back. Larson up on the wall. Interesting. It's really early in the run for that. All right, here comes Ross. Ross is coming back for second. Oh, man, we got a 3-car battle for the lead here. Here comes Chastain. I don't think Larson's in the wall. He's just running close. 11 to go. $11 laps to go. Larson continues to hold the lead. Larson still rolling the top. Now Dinger and Chastain are still close. Less than half a second between the top three. Larson got the lead after the caution. There was a caution for Reddick. All right, Larson going to try the bottom again. Looks like we've got... Is that Allmendinger? It is. Allmendinger back to the inside of Chastain. They need to stop side drafting each other. They're never going to get there. Elliott has fallen back to 13th, so not a good restart for him as I'm watching it. All right, Allmendinger takes the spot back. Oh, Chastain is crowding him. That is close. Boy, that's some tight racing there. Oh, Chastain gonna send it. This is some good racing. They got some good racing going between these two. 8 to go. Larson's starting to check out. Now Chastain gonna rim ride. Oh, he's in the wall. He's right there. We got some good racing for second going on here, guys. Oh, man, look at the racing. Dude, I can't wait for this Chastain-Allmendinger battle to happen at more tracks. It's going to be good racing. Allmendinger's driving hard. Look at this. I'm loving this. This is great racing right now. Six to go. Larson out front. Meanwhile, Chastain and Allmendinger are really battling hard for that next spot. Terrific racing from those guys. Oh, he got it again. 5 to go. All right, Larson back up on the top. 5 to go. 4 to go. This time by. Denley Hamlin has caught the wall. He's going to lose a couple spots here. Truex is almost back to a top 5 spot, guys. Truex is mad. He's driving mad right now, and he's going to get there. So a couple spots. Looks like he's rebounded, though. 4 to go still. Now 3 to go. All right, Hamlin couldn't get there. Here comes Harvick. 3 to go. 2 to go now. Doesn't look like anyone's catching Kyle Larson. He's going to end up getting the win. This battle for second is fantastic. 2 to go as they hit the line. Still some great battling going on there. All right, coming around. White flag. Larson has got the white flag. He's safe from the yellows. Oh, my goodness. Is that a Rick Ware? Nope, they're going to get out of the way. Good job. I was going to say, please don't run in the racing lane. All right, Dinger and Chastain going to battle it to the line. All right, coming around to the checkered flag. Somebody spin? Yeah, somebody spun into the grass. My gosh. And Chastain will roll second. So Larson wins. Chastain's second. Austin Dillon got fourth, ladies and gentlemen. How in the world? I mean, fourth place for Austin Dillon out of nowhere. Truex comes all the way from the back to get back to sixth position. And, yeah, just, wow, what a race. Elliott 14th. That's a disappointing day considering how well they ran today, but that's the same for all those guys. I mean, Blaney ran well today. He ends up 17th. Byron gets a decent recovery back to 12th, but a lot of them playoff guys that ran well all day caught the wrong timed yellow and it ruined their finish, and that's what you get. I mean, that's how the racing goes, man. So, overall, not a bad race. Kyle Larson dominated it, deserved to win it. Gonna have a good race win, tell you that. He's got the right side scraped up on it, so that's for sure. But yeah, notable good runs as well. Ricky Stenhouse 15th, solid run for him today. Let's see, Noah finished 25th, not bad. I really thought he was gonna run better than that. Same with John Hunter Nemechek. But yeah, I'm telling you that this is a perfect example when you have playoff guy here and a playoff guy here, and that's it for the top 10. Next playoff guy is here. Like, this is why the playoffs are dumb. There are competitive cars running good races that aren't getting to run for anything right now because of this silly format. So, yeah, it is what it is. But great job for Kyle Larson. He had the best car today. Nobody was touching him out there, and he deserved to get the win. Don't get me wrong, Truex ran a great race. Unfortunately, just miscue on pit road really caught him out. I imagine, like I said, Martin Truex probably not going to be very happy about it, but there's not much that Larson really did there. It was just, yeah, got to get out of the way first before you can pull the pit road. So, anyway, guys, I'm sure this race win will be offered. It'll be on the website here probably next Monday, or not next Monday, this Monday. So Monday we'll have the race win up for this one, most likely the Gregson as well. Not sure on the truck side. They might do the trucks, but that one's a little more iffy. So we'll see about that one, but solid race altogether. We'll have a race review out as well, so definitely tune in for that. But other than that, guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the race, and we will see you tomorrow for the next diecast review.